Well, well. What are you looking for, mate? This is my father's house. I'd like to go inside, please. No can do. The lock's pretty strong, you see. And the guys that are standing guard, blocking off the termitary, have taken the key away. So it's not possible. Blocking off the termitary? They tried to break out. Restless lot, you know. Tried to break out. Who did? None of your business. Okay, then why are you bringing it up? Why are you here then? We're hunting down the killer. You looked a lot like a bull dressed in rawhide. They say that it's the son of the poor victim man. And I'm starting to suspect it might be you, mate. It's not me. Yeah, it is me. But I'm not dressed in bullhide and rawhide. It is. I'm the poor man's victim son. Oh. The termitary, an enormous bunkhouse that hosts the kin. Workers of the Bull Project. The guards with the keys should be somewhere near the entrance. Oh, the keys to Dad's house. Okay. Yeah, cool. Ow, bitch. What the fuck, man? Oh, God. Please don't punch me. I don't think that guy cared. And I don't think... Yeah, no. Flawless reputation. That's perfect. Yeah, he's just laying there presenting himself. Super. Ugh, great. No loot either. No loot. All right. So this is a new quest line. Oh, so I didn't do everything. Yeah, I thought I should stop by Dad's house. The family home. The guards that kept watch over my father's house at night have gone to the termitary. I wonder what they need there. Was there a murder? It wouldn't surprise me. The DOS house it is. Must be some kind of term. DOS house meaning a cheap lodging house or hotel that offers basic sleeping accommodations and few amenities. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like a flop house or something like that. Okay, I'm glad I looked it up. Off to the DOS house. Does this mean I just need to kill them? And they'll have my key? I'm not sure. They're not attacking on sight. I suppose we could talk to them, but then they're just gonna punch me in the face. I'd rather just do this. I think. If it is in fact. I mean, I've got a save state, so I suppose we'll see. But yeah, here, let's... Okay, yeah, we got the key. All right, yeah. Tricky Pathologic. I know you. Oh, and we got our bullets back. Cool. We just sucked them right out of his body. Back to Dad's house. Hey, you okay, lady? Are you like a good friend of my dad or something? Hey, you are weeping. Holy shit. I just realized I've never been into Dad's house in Pathologic 1. If it's anything like Pathologic 2, it's going to be like a house of horrors, basically. There's a complete another, like, creep show in there. So, yeah, I'm pretty anxious. Oh, rats. No, I hate rats. Rats are the worst. I don't want to use all my bullets. Oh, how many were there? I saw like 3. Oh, this sucks. God, they're so hard to hit, you little slimy bastards. Yeah, there goes our health. Oh my God, there's so many. I can't hit him! Sucks so bad. Oh yeah, we got a schmouter, by the way. Found one. Day 1 schmouters are the best kind of schmouters. Okay, save. Oh yeah, the music's great in here. I love it. Creepy. Sticky! Wait, I don't know you yet. So I gotta pretend like I don't know you. Oh yeah. No, I would be up there too, man. Rats suck, but I took care of them. Dad's bed. The site of the murder. Laying there with the big old talons sticking out of his chest. It's terrible. Did he leave us anything? I don't think so. Just the cool house. Hey, Sticky! Or, hey, who are you and what are you doing in my father's home?
What?
Whoa, I haven't seen you around here before. Are you a termitary dweller or something? No, my name is Artemy Burakh. Yeah, how did you get in? Well, Sticky's kind of slippery too. He's not only sticky, but he's slippery. He can slide in and out of places pretty easily. No, my name's Artemy. My name's Sticky. It's nice to meet you, Sticky. It's great. I'm happy.
My knee pits itch. Is that bad?
Fucking kid. Oh, this kid. Hey, keep your hands off me. Don't you think anything funny? I didn't come here to steal or anything. Yeah, no, I trust you. You are a pupil to my father. Maybe he mentioned you in letters or something. Maybe Artemy does know him slightly. Well, but it doesn't seem like it. Well, so what are you doing here then? I spent the night here. Seeing so much stuff. Oh, that's awful. What did you see, Sticky? Well, nothing to write home about, really. I spent most of my time hiding inside the wardrobe. Old Isidore walked around a bit at first. Then he had a bunch of visitors. I've seen little, heard even less. Because you were in the closet. All right. Tell me about the little or what visitors? Oh, I want to know. What visitors? I think Foreman was... Okay, yeah. Yeah, we know about this. I think the Foreman was one of them. There were also all sorts of step guys here. Butchers, worms, and so on. That's interesting. So Foreman Ion came to kill Isidore, but he brought like a whole group with him, maybe to witness it or something, because he had to take control of the kin back over to himself, because that's like the kin's laws dictate such. What of my father? You make so little sense, damn you. Hey, easy on Sticky, all right? He's had a traumatic night. Well, he just sat there brooding for a while, rattled and fiddled with some stuff, poured some water or something, and then someone really heavy came in. Isidore opened the door without asking, even though he used to always ask. The guy seemed like a stepman to me. Had a harsh, low voice. A butcher, I'd say. Then it all went quiet. What do you mean? I was just sitting there for 2 hours or so, but I wasn't sleeping. I thought that he did fall asleep, though. Then I started to get out, and there he was, lying on the floor, all dead. I wasn't scared, but then I saw something that made me crawl straight back again. Didn't quite get what I saw, though. Speak up. It was dark there, you know? The light just died out. It was the guards who turned it on again later. But before that, there was someone else here. Looked very much like a woman. Or rather, I got the feeling that it was a woman, but a silhouette. It was so shapeless. More like a spirit, not human. Huh. I don't think I've ever really heard this part before. Of who else was there after the death of Isidore. Aspti? Perhaps. It was a spirit, not human. What are you talking about? What spirit? I'm telling you. The thing had a woman's head, but the body was a crude lump of a body. She made no sound, as if she were gliding, not walking. Those guys came in, started stomping around and looking around. They said the steppe creature was once again in town, searching for food. A Shabnak Adur. Okay, so yeah, it was the Shabnak. So the Shabnak there is a sighting of Shabnak, but we know the Shabnak didn't kill Isidore. But it was here to maybe bear witness or something, or pay respects to Isidore. Yeah, I'm not sure. Or it could have been the pestilence itself, because we do know Isidore was infected. What was Father doing earlier? Murky and I decided to watch him all night after we found out he was back from the steppe. I spied on him all the way to his house and then got in here. Before that, Murky lost him at the station, near Vlad the Younger's though. You go ask her. She's probably sleeping now in her van. All right. Where'd they take the body? Probably to the cemetery? To the cemetery, perhaps. Ask Grace. Okay, we gotta go back to Grace and Murky? Holy shit. Hopefully we have enough time for this. It's already 1900. But most likely he's been fed to the earth. The guards come mostly from the steppe too. And you know what kind of rights they've got there. They won't have earth waiting for too long. Not for a warden. I see. All right, Grace. Holy shit. My UI mod is broken. Lodge, the body could have been taken here. Okay, yeah, that's what we needed. I don't know why all the mods have been great so far, but now the UI mod's all messed up. That's okay. And then Murky. A girl named Murky lives somewhere around here. She followed my father's steps that night. Yeah, we could run to both these things. There's a lot more to this day than I initially thought. So I guess we're gonna go take a walk to the cemetery, and then take a walk to Murky, then hopefully have enough time for the theater. You're still here? Man, go. You're supposed to go spread the good word of me. Could you go and tell everybody that the man with my features is not the killer? Yes, please, I'm not the killer. I'm their victim, got it? That ain't hard at all. I didn't even finish this part. We'll spread the word together. Your truth will be restored in no time. That's all I'm asking, man. Okay, go ahead. Have a nice little squat first. That's good. Grace, did you see my father, Artemy Burakh, yesterday? Or what was left of him? Oh, I did. I saw him return from the steppe. Oh, you saw him while he was alive. Have you talked to him? No, but I followed him. He entered his house, and then I felt that he was anxious, desperate even. He smelled of smoke. I didn't dare knock on the door, but I peeked through the window. And what did you see? I saw him take off his warm clothes and then take them outside and burn them. Makes sense, because he was infected. Then he wiped his body with cloth, threw it on the floor, and burnt it as well. Then he got dressed and left. Okay, so he tried to decontaminate himself as much as possible. I followed him and tried to call out for him quietly, but he didn't hear me. He arrived at the stone yard and knocked on Simon's door. They let him in. And then I went back. I stopped at Murky's on my way to tell her that Isidore was back. Okay, yeah, we know who Murky is, but who's Murky? He's a girl. He's an orphan like me. She lives in a carriage and doesn't really like to talk. All right, good. I don't like babblers. Thank you, Grace. Murky time. Hoop, hoop, hoop. Hey, Murky. How's it going?
Your father was looking for you yesterday.
Yeah. Well, he's dead now. So he's not worried about much anymore. But yeah, I kind of took my sweet time. I'm sorry, Murky. I saw you. What's your name? My name's Murky. Your nose is tilted. Cool, thanks. God, this kid. Well, that can't be helped. It's just part of my face. Murky, tell me, did you go to my father, to Isidore, yesterday? I did. Grace invited me to. When was that? At night. So you didn't sleep? I didn't. I rarely sleep at night. So what did you see? I saw him return home. He sat down and he was just sitting for the longest time. He didn't move. Fell asleep most likely. Then I came back here. Saw you arrive. What? Oh, you saw me get off the train? And kill those people? I saw you get into a fight too. Then I hid myself and I fell asleep. So you came back from my father and then I arrived. Has a lot of time passed did a lot of time pass in between those two events? Yeah, I had enough time to repair my mousetrap. Will you tell what you've just told me to anyone else if I bring them here? I will. All right, cool. We got an alibi. Sweet. Thank you, Murky. All right. What are we going to do with this? Oh, it's finished now. The boy was spying on my house. Someone called Murky followed my father at night. The ghost of a woman was seen in the house. What does this all mean? I don't know, but whatever it means, it is finished. Oh, yeah. What time did we get? 20:37. Not too bad. A lot of walking this day. But now it's time for...
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Today, the killer was identified. Its nature turned out to be completely unexpected.
The enemy is found and named. It's called the Sand Pest. The contagious plague is threatening to ruin everything here.
How can a killer like this be punished? How can a villain like this be struck?
He can't. It's impossible. By pulling a knife on it, you'll just cut an innocent body.
I think I should go. Nothing to be done here anyway.
You should go. Go then. Wherever you please. Shoo!
Mark is such an interesting character. It always feels to me like he's kind of otherworldly or special in some way. Like, I know he's part of the Utopians and stuff, and he has close relations with the Canes and whatnot, but it's weird. Like, I always get the feeling like he knows more than he lets on, and like he has some kind of weird arrangement with the powers that be. I don't know. I don't really understand. Or he's like a sideways voice for them, if that makes any kind of sense. Do we actually get to talk with you? Oh yeah, we do. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Mark, immoral, the impresario of the theater and master of puppets. Would the kind sir like to see a mime show? Yeah, I would. I mean, I saw one, but I'd like to see more. Wait for the announcement then. It will begin soon. How are you planning to impress me, Impresario? Oh, you will also have a role there. A major one, kind sir. I'd rather just watch, but... find an extra to substitute for me.
It's necessary to play the fool.
Rest. All I need now is rest. Just popping in to make sure you're alive and well. He's not on our adherence list. He's one of the bachelor's adherents. Yeah, just popping in. Make sure you're alive and well. Very good. Take a good look. 'Cause it won't look like this soon. I'm just gonna be filled to the brim with bodies. Jesus Christ, man. Come on. You can't do me like that. That's rough. What a rough pop-in. Kind of interesting that the events of yesterday, I still don't completely understand why Isidore infected Simon. Like, his motivations for that is a little fuzzy. Like, he wanted to it's like Isidore wanted to kickstart these events. It's like Isidore's an accelerationist of some kind. It kind of feels that way a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm not tired yet. We did get a letter, but I'm not completely tired yet. So we could do a tiny little bit of killing. We do need more money. I think I only have like $70 left, but we have tons of food and rations and stuff. So, and double gloves. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, first, let's go poke some people. Oh god, that was a good night of killing. Thank goodness I had enough drugs. It was a close call on a couple of the... that was not great. That was not great, but we got a ton of cash, which is fantastic. And we got some lockpicks. Although I don't really break into houses. I find dealing with those other thugs that raid all of the burnout districts are very difficult to deal with. So they're like kind of impossible to dodge because they're so agile. Hi Vlad. You care if I sleep in your bed? I'm gonna read some letters and then just take a nap for a while. I got a few letters. Okay?
Who will take
Okay. Love you. I want to kiss his bald head. Ah! Stuck. Grown 6'4" man kissing the top of Vlad Olgemski, boss Olgemski's head. Fantastic. I love it. All right. Letters. A misunderstanding has been partially solved. Bachelor Denkovsky has managed to uncover the truth. Simon Kane fell victim to some unknown disease. Since the connection between the killings is evident, the connection between both Isidore and Simon Kane's killing, it is clear that your revered father, Isidore Burakh, had died of the same cause. No, he died from a stab wound into the chest. I mean, he was infected, but your name will be cleared. If gradually, however, we'd like to warn you that people with a certain bias are likely to deliberately ignore the facts. Then there are simpletons who will disregard the facts out of stupidity. That's common in any era. Take care. Each one of the families in power will play their own game and pursue their own purpose. Always at your service, the benefactors. Benefactors? Who's the benefactors? Powers that be and benefactors. And then also the people who planned it all. We already know that is from the developers, and the powers that be are from the two kids playing a game. Did we already read Rubens? Yeah. We read that. And then we read the inheritance one too. Alright. Well, I don't think Burakh does moisturizing. I don't have any water anyway. So he has no facial routine at night. So he just eats and goes to sleep. That sounds like Artemy to me. Hopefully we'll get our health back. Yeah, our exhaustion's on the brink. Do we need to eat? No, not really. I think we'll survive until morning. Yeah, so we'll just take our drugs and go to bed. The morning of the second day has come. It all ends in less than 11 days. Day 2, in which the Haruspex, under any circumstance, gains more than he loses for the first time and the last time. 'Tis true. I've got good news and bad news for you, Master Burakh. Predominantly bad, but the good one is there. Alright, let's start with the good news then. You may come into your inheritance. No one will dare get in your way. There's no proof of your wrongdoing. You may take the keys from Alexander Saburov. I can't imagine how they got into his hands, but never mind. That's the good news. Alright. Who's Alexander? Oh, pray see. I'm not the only one to bear the burden of authority in this town. The power is divided amongst 3 families, the Olgemskis, the Kanes, and the Saburovs. The Saburovs are mostly in charge of, shall I say, the executive power. The enforcement machine, so to speak. Alright, good to know. And the bad news? The bad news. I've spoken to Saburov about your case, and he is to say the least, furious. It seems that he's set on destroying you by any means possible, discarding my protection and my personal warranty of good faith. What have I done to make him so angry? It's not him, I think, but rather his wife, Katerina, is a mistress, a woman of mystical gift. Her opinion, which makes sense too, because she's aligned with Sandpest, yeah, or with the rat prophet. And then also she becomes misguided by the rat prophet, but then also Clara comes into the picture, and Clara and Artemy, and also Danny are all kind of in opposition to each other. So it makes sense her visions would be skewed in that direction. Her opinion is well respected, no matter what kind of person she is. And she has had a vision of you bringing on some horrific bloodshed to pass. That's probably true. That's the price of your ascension to glory, according to her. I mean, I didn't have any plans for bloodshed, but everyone has their ups and downs. I believe you. I do. But can it really be helped? Alexander trusts his wife more than he'd even trust me. The Saburov's duty is to maintain order, and such a discovery about your mission can't make them happy. It seems that Alexander has taken it upon himself to stop you from fulfilling this prophecy. Is your name enough to hold him back? Yes, for a while. But the news of Simon Kane's death, the rumors of some epidemic, they're stirring in our small town. The people are scared. Alexander is demanding emergency powers, and if he gets what he's asking for, I won't be able to help you like I do now. The lump will not protect you then. So what do? We hope for the best. I have arranged a hideout to be prepared just in case. You will be able to lay low and continue your work there, even if Saburov does get into power and orders me to turn you in. The place isn't exactly comfortable, but it's reliable. It will become your home. Okay, what kind of place is it? I've commissioned my son to take care of it. He'll fill you in on the details and hopefully will even guide you there. He's living in some abandoned wreck by the station at the moment. You'll find him there if you haven't already. Yeah, that won't be hard. And now for the main course. More bad news. This bachelor, he's in charge of everything around here at the moment. The circumstance demands so. I don't trust him. He's digging some dirt on us, I'm afraid. He's smart though, very smart. The big city rotter. You'd better get on his good side. He will keep digging and he will be successful and may give you some clues. And I'll make sure he doesn't hurt anything or anyone. Come by to see him, but don't put him off. All right, thank you, boss. Not at all. I've done so little for you. The times we live in, the mad and cruel times. Why does Vlad seem so reasonable? I mean, I guess he did in Path 2, kind of. I was just felt like I was predisposed towards him just because of, I just love the kin so much. I love the whole idea of them that I always think, oh, I want to protect them. And I feel like he exploits them. but you will come into your father's inheritance. But it makes sense though. I guess he like treats people like people and he doesn't consider kin to be people. So talk to Alexander and his wife even. Use the short break of immunity that you have while you have them. All right, I'll come by later. Cool. This is the home of Mistress Katerina. She has had a true vision about me recently. I still remember the previous mistress. Katerina was barely 20 then. The keys to my property are held by a man, which I already have, are held by a man in charge of law enforcement and whose duty commands him to get rid of me. Oh well. Nice attitude. The Olgemskis are careful about their safety. I still have many enemies. Vlad the Younger will show me a safe place where I can live and work. All right. I mean, that's a good start to the day. I suppose I kind of want to see... Yeah, let's take care of getting to factory building for our home base. Maybe if we get that established early, we can start... I don't know if there's storage. There's probably storage there. We could like start storing away junk and not so junk like schmatters. Hey Vlad, how's it going? Master Burakh, we prepared a shelter for you. That's nice to hear. You mustn't think that we're shutting the door on you though. We're always happy to accommodate you at our place. My sister and I have persuaded father that the lump should become your fortress, but your enemies are powerful. Invisibility will protect you from them. All right, who are these enemies? What do you mean? The Sabarovs, of course. Haven't you been told? You better speak to my father about that. Yeah, I did. I just chose the wrong question. He'll tell you more of his wreath-bathing counterpart. But more importantly, about his deranged wife, Katerina. Deranged? My duty is to show you to your new home. Well then, let's get to it. Your father's secret laboratory. The place is modest, but it's well hidden from prying eyes. I'm not sure what exactly you're planning to do there, but if at least a tenth of Katerina's prophecy comes true, then you'll need a secluded hideout. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. Moreover, I've spoken to Bachelor Denkovsky. He's taken a lot of interest in your affairs lately, and he seems to care about you personally. He dropped me a hint that you may need your father's potion brewing apparatus. It is there. Oh, Denkovsky. What on earth does he want? Are you more bothered than he to discuss the... This is so much different than playing through as the changeling and seeing them just go at each other's throats. That's crazy. Are you bothered by that? He discussed your affairs with such confidence. I think he got his hands on some of Isidore's documents. And don't forget that unlike you, he made friends with the Sabarovs. Anything that had been found at the scene of the crime could have gotten into his hands. I wonder if he'll inherit after that. I wonder what I'll inherit after that. Even if you only get the still, you should make a fortune with its help. Really? Yeah. You may remember the extraordinary properties of an herb called twirine. Can't you smell the spiciness in the air? It's twire. Twire is extremely rare, but using said device, a skilled person could, well, you'll get the hang of it soon enough. So that means people do know about this place, doesn't it? I cannot say for sure if Isidore used to bring his apprentices and strangers over there, of course. But knowing his character, I would assume that he did not. I don't think so. I myself found out about the laboratory by coincidence. It's really well hidden. All right, can you show me where it is? This is my father's hidden laboratory. The Olgemskis chose this place to be my hideout. It'll also serve as my home for the time being. Perfect. Yeah. I wholeheartedly wish you luck, Master Burakh. Where can I obtain twire? You can gather it yourself, of course. Thankfully, it's more than plentiful this time of year. Even old-timers don't remember anything like this, but it takes time. If the year is bountiful, a professional gatherer can spend a day and find 5 to 6 blades. This year, however, you could gather 50 in that same time. Cool. That means that there are professional gatherers? Of course. It is an art people dedicate their lives to. Oh, how they cherish their twire. They grow it, watch over it, nourish it, and give it beautiful names. They whisper it into the ground. They sing songs to it. And it all works. How do I find them? There's quite a few huts gathered across the steppe. The nearest one is in Earth, to the southwest of the Gates of Sorrow. Okay, yeah, I know where that is. And there's more obvious ones. The ones in the stone-yard and the steppe behind the station are better at hiding. It would be better for you to seek out the ones by the gates. All right. I could ask, the Gates of Sorrow are over by the Termitary. I hope it's not too far away from the town. What, the Gatherer's huts? It's between the gates and the cemetery. Just a few steps into the steppe. All right, then I'll find it
Where
easily.
Did those lazy bastards?
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the gates of sorrow, right? I think so. Mm-hmm. Where the bulls pass into or pass back out of. Yeah. This is a living place of one of the Odnogs. I still don't know how to say that word. Otherwise known as worms. They are shepherds, vagabonds, half-people, outcasts of the kin, gatherers of herbs and roots. So yeah, we can continue on with that. How are we going to organize the rest of our day? I kind of want to go see the Sabrovs. Then we can go back to the house, I guess. Maybe there'll be something extra for us to see there. Then I guess we can make our way around to the herbs. But then we also have side quests that might pop up. So yeah, let's, we need to go see the Sabrovs. So let's just start with that. Boo! Your worst prophetic nightmare arrives at your doorstep, Katerina. What do you do?
Don't you think you're in the clear?
So, it was you my vision spoke of. The man that will make a great sacrifice and spill rivers of blood. It is all clear to me now. Could you be more precise? Oh, the torment. Where is that idiot girl? Where's the morphine? Is there no one to send for it? And you, why are you here? Don't come any closer. Why are you afraid of me? There was a prophecy. Ugh, my temples. You are bound to drown the town in blood. You are bound to drown the town, our town, in blood. The wording is precise. You will make a sacrifice. There will be rivers of blood, and that will be your doing. You will bring back to the earth all the blood that has been taken from it in the past 10 years. Go away. You will bring back to the earth all the blood that has been taken from it in the past 10 years. Taken from it by the polyhedron? I wonder if she means that in a way. Why would I make a bloody sacrifice? To ascend, to take your due place. You will be forced to make a sacrifice in order to fulfill your purpose. I don't want that. Oh God, why is this happening? God, I need a shot. Okay, so she's in a lot of pain and misery. Get away. Just go away. I want to give myself a morphine injection. All right, I don't need to watch you shoot up. I'll leave. Oof. She is in a bad state. You'd think that would kind of discredit her to a point, and people wouldn't listen so much. Well, I guess because she's a Savarov, so it's different. Yeah, most likely. All right. Victor?
My hands are tied. You're in luck.
Okay, why are you tying yourself up? Who let you in here? Dude, the door was open.
What has this town turned into? Truly a country of contradictions.
So, you had the courage to come to me. I thought you'd send someone. Or do you think I'm not aware of what you've done and what you will do? What I will do? It's interesting. Don't play innocent, Burakh. You were born here. You were raised here. Sometimes, it even seems to me that I remember you. You must have seen the long strife of the two mistresses, Victoria and Nina. I know how mistresses can see the future. So what do the late mistresses say I will do? A living mistress does, Katerina Sabarova, my wife. She knows that you will bring us much sorrow in the coming days. You'd be in jail already if not for Olgemski's protection. Since when are clairvoyant's words grounds for imprisonment? I'd put you in jail at my own risk, willingly. This isn't the capital. Your civil rights mean nothing here. Here's the scope of your rights, and is determined by the will of the rulers. Yeah, I got that already. I know you were the killer. One of the worst killers anyone in town has ever seen, in fact. You are charged with premeditated murder of at least 4 people. The death of Simon Kane and your father are being looked into. You have no proof. But I will, damn it. If it weren't for Simon's death, and the sudden threat of the epidemic, if only they'd let me off the leash. Perhaps tonight I will finally get rid of it, though. Your patron, Olgemski, won't be able to veto my decision then. I'll have to make use of what little time I have left then. You kill a single living soul and you're a dead man. Dead on the spot, you hear me? I will even distribute weapons to the townsfolk so that they can shoot you. I'll make you an outlaw so that anyone can put you down like a rabid dog. Yeah, I see a rabid dog right in front of me. A shame I'm bound to my word, or you would be dealt with right here. I've come into possession of my father's inheritance to shift over to business. It is out of respect for the bachelor. He is for some reason absolutely sure of your innocence. That's understandable. He's an outsider after all. But it is only out of respect for him that I hand you the inheritance. I will be watching every step that you make, however. Don't think about absconding. I never intended to. You may take possession of your inheritance. The affairs of the deceased were conducted by one Artemy. She lives near the den of the crude sprawl. You'll have to make do without a guide and find a way to that house on your own. And don't you dare leave town. Your culpability is all being proven. It's almost over. I'll make you regret this conversation. Yeah, we know where Artemy is. That's perfect. Inheritance of a warden. My father's house is sealed off, his property arrested. These days, it is Alexander Saburov who handles these kinds of matters. If anyone's able to give me the keys, it will be him. Saburov advised me to see a woman named Artemy. She is the one who took care of my father's accounts and affairs, and is apparently the best person to help. Yet, something feels strange. Saburov could have simply just given me the keys. He could have. Artemy!
Perhaps turning inside out will help?
Usually does the trick for me. So, this is what you look like. Haruspex, Onyon, heir to Warden Burakh, a Menku. Yes, I'm the eldest of my kin now. But I want to know, who are the Menku? The Menku are those who know the lines of the body, those who have the right to make the cuts, those who know how to disjoint joints in a way that pleases Earth. So that's also, like, I can't remember if it was a comment or what it was, but somebody mentioned that we don't need a scalpel in order to pull out organs from people. You have to in the second one, but in this one you don't have to. I mean, there is a scalpel icon, so I don't know if he's doing it like just raw barehanded pulling them out. I guess you could view that in a way as that. So him knowing the lines, he can disconnect tissue along the lines. So it kind of makes sense in a lore kind of way, but also at the same time it could be pretty easily refuted with the scalpel icon, I suppose. True, I do know of such things. I managed to preserve your inheritance, if only by a miracle. You can take it all now. You have my gratitude. But I want to know about this miracle. Why? It was almost taken away from me. The orders of those who are in power. They still managed to snatch some papers that I missed. You would have received an empty box and a pocket full of debts, of course. But today, the box is heavy. There, behind your back. Did you get the key? Yep. What were they looking for, though? I think they wanted to check his notes, to sleuth the killer out. Do you believe that your father was also killed by the disease? No, I mean, he got killed in the chest with a big talon. Everybody saw it, right? There was a lot of witnesses. Yeah, exactly. They say he had a strange wound in his chest. Ah, so you know already. Yes, he did. The general consensus was that the wound was left by a Shabnak Adur's claw. That's how the hunt after this man-eater started. You've been told already, haven't you? That's a bad idea. What is a Shabnak? A demonic creature made of clay, bones, and blood. It looks like a person stuffed with bones. The steppe belches them out from the depths of the earth when they need a weapon to fulfill the original design. And who are you? I am an evil spirit. That is my origin. My name is Artemy. I'm quite harmless compared to a Shabnak. I wreak anxiety and fear, bringing a strangling feeling of the times changing. But you can make my heart go around. Are you joking? Why? I'm not sure yet. What I am sure of, though, is that Fat Vlad is not to be trusted. Unlike his daughter, she will achieve greatness. Even though she was born of a foul root, her mother was wonderful. Okay, so yeah, Artemy doesn't like Vlad. I hope she takes after her mother, but Vlad is swine. Well, I mean, I'm thankful for those who were there in my hour of need, but I guess I understand what you're saying. The box. Oh, cool. He left us a little bit of cash. The brand. Steppe people use iron brands like these to brand their livestock, but the symbols are sometimes also used to mark places, events, and even living creatures. This type of brand is iron and exceedingly rare. Oh, I wonder what we're going to use those for. And then we get a bunch of black twire, blood twire, brown twire. Is that swevery? White whip? Yep, white whip. And then what are these? Herbal recipes. Nice and simple. 2 stems of black twire, 1 stem of brown twire. 32 to a mere 3. Okay. Well, our other is full now, so we definitely have to stop by home.
Pins
New home.
are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
It makes me happy that you came back to us. Oh, she has like a bunch of stuff about infusions. So we're not going to be... I guess this is going to be the tutorial for us. Hopefully we can come back to this screen. I don't know if I just get one choice. Tell me about the infusions. They have a lot of various properties. At the moment, what you should care mostly is that they serve as medicine that is no longer found in drugstores. Some of them can work as protective substances. They boost your immunity. Here, take a look. Some are painkillers, some are hunger quenchers, some mitigate exhaustion. There's none of these medicines in drugstores. You can come across some drugs from time to time, but they're of poor quality. Someone bought up the whole supply recently. I heard it was a single person too. I wonder who would do something like that. The information could be of use. Twire is, of course, no medicinal herb. The earth does not serve man. Man serves earth. Indeed.
Yes.
Oh, we can ask you about all of them. Okay. Makes you happy that I came back to you? Yes and no. I see the cruel hand of fate in this. Your father died, and the next moment, enter you. Old Burakh was a person that we pinned our hopes on. The hopes and expectations he never would have lived up to. But you can. The earth expressed its will. The kin has said its word. Tell me about the kin. The kin are your people, children of Bohodo, the steppe people that work here day and night. It is in their flesh and blood, as well as from our bones and skin of the bulls, that the town is being built for several generations now. Houses grow from their bones, and the trees are fed with their sweat. How many are there? 1,800 of them are currently working at the abattoir. 1,100 more of the Ognods who herd bulls in the steppe. 2,400 handle the carcasses for Fat Vlad in the works. Many more assimilated into regular townsfolk, the people who arrived here after the fire. The fire that the termitary was built after. Exactly. The termitary is locked now, boarded up from the outside. The doors and windows are guarded by Ogemski's armed henchmen. So when the foreman returned to the termitary, he infected the whole place, and then it was locked down. So that's how the infection entered the termitary, I believe. But that won't last for too long now that you've come. What does this have to do with me? I'm superstitious. I can't listen to the earth like the brides do, but I can listen to the kin, and I know how they feel. They looked up to your father, now they'll look up to you. That is, if they manage to survive and learn of your existence at all, of course. Why did they love my father so much? He was unknown, a wise man. He could tell justice from injustice instinctively. He could feel the lines that nobody knew about. Some of them aren't even described in the tale of the daughters. The lines? Oh, you've forgotten everything, but that's fine. The things you don't remember will come back to you naturally. And if they don't, then that's how it's supposed to be. You Burakhs aren't the center of the world. Oh, that's for sure. Do you know how to gather herbs, Aspty? You won't find any if you simply walk around looking for it. You have to know the right places. Twire and Swevery are abundant this year, though inexplicable. It's just like 11 years ago when the Cold Tower was built. Basically, you should speak to the gatherers. Who are these gatherers? A caste of sorts. Most of them are worms, although they are going extinct. They've had this internecine war of sorts recently, when people started buying secrets from them. They resorted to killing one another. That was short-lived. That was a short-lived trend. Everyone wanted to try smoky Twirine for a while, and some of the worms were tempted to allow this. Why are they called worms anyway? Well, worms are also children of Bodo, just like men. They are simpler, but closer to earth, so they feel the soil better. They know the gentle words to caress the herbs. Twire has a very distinct growth pattern, you know. Each stem has its own name and personality. You need to get to know it and nourish it and cherish it. Where can I find them? There were 3 worms on the town's border not so long ago. Some were being hunted, tried to flee town, and they were waiting for the victim's death. I'll show you approximately where they are so that you can go there. But they don't usually stay in one place for too long. They travel and break camps for the night. All right, thank you, Asti. Anything else?
It's better not to ask. Silence is golden.
Are you trying to tell me something? Tell me about Twire. It transforms any substance. If you want to continue your father's practices, you'll need to stock up on herbs. Some of them are even stronger, you know. White Whip, for example. What does White Whip do? White Whip is always a mystery. It's almost impossible to find it on your own. By the way, you'll have to ask the gatherers about it. As for what properties it adds to an infusion, I don't remember. You need to know the recipes. A lot depends on the blade, too. Why? Each blade has its own personality. That is known. But the blades of each kind of herb have something in common, too. If you don't know how a particular blade grew, you still can risk making an infusion with it. It will have an effect. I will heed your advice. And that was a whole lot of information about Twarian and worms that I just took in. Thank you very much, Asti. Speaking of worms, we do need to go visit them. I think that's the only other thing we have left to do aside from visit the factory. But yeah, I wouldn't mind going to the worm's living place and check it out. Go talk to him, see if we can grab a few more herbs that we can store away in a factory building for. The Twarian also grows in town too, so we can hear it with the little ring bells. I thought about installing the mod that allows you to see them a little better, but we'll see how it goes first without it and see how difficult collecting is. Hey folks. I feel the smell of blood. You have with you the blood of a person that is not with you, right? You have a keen nose. How much blood do you need? Oh, I do have 2 vials. It isn't I who needs it, the earth does. The earth won't take more than it needs to grow as many herbs as you will take from me. Alright, take it. Yeah, I had that blood. I was gonna save it for Plaushkin, but yeah, he took only 1 of them. I had 2 blood. I don't know why I needed them now. I can't remember what it was for, but sure. We are the worms inside Bodo's body. We gather herbs: brown twire, rusty twire, black twire, and bloody twire, swevering, and woodge, I don't know, and white whip. Speak to us. Give me some herbs. Oh, so you don't collect them yourself? Does anyone else in town buy Twarian? There is the den in Earth, yes. The den where people drink liquid Twarian. Terrible man spends his days there, spends his nights, seduces the children of Bodo into treachery. Curse him. It is he who made us kill our Ognog brothers. Brothers that have been giving away our secrets. So why don't you kill him? Why don't you kill Andre? He is very strong. Yes, strong. No soldier by trade, but a mighty fighter still. He builds houses. He's very fierce. Yes, fierce. None of the worms could avenge our seduced sisters, our bribed brothers. We tried to fight back, but he's killed everyone who went against him. Oh, Andre. Some builder he is. Yeah, it doesn't sound like much of a builder. What sisters do you speak of? Herb brides dance to please him when they should be pleasing the earth. They pleasure outsiders and abandon themselves to vice. He only does this for his own amusement. The elder worms will forever be thankful if you kill him. I'm not a thug for hire. I'm not a thug for hire. I'm not going to be killing Andre. Even though that is kind of a exploitive asshole thing to do. Give me some herbs? What do we trade for? Price 14. Oh, we could trade like food and everything. Oh, just exclusively food? Oh, that's expensive, man. I don't know about that. What do you have? Brown, black, and blood. Oh, that's all common. I could probably find that. Maybe. I'll regret those words, maybe. I know your smell. It's the smell of autumn soil, the smoke that comes through burning leaves. And you smell of milk. Milky. Alright, good luck on your harvest. Which way am I going? This way? Yep, just aim me and I walk straight. Yeah, we've been here before. Pretty familiar with it. Oh, hey Vlad. Didn't know you were gonna show up. It's nice of you. Do we have access? Oh, okay, we have access now though. I wonder what this one's for. This can't be for making our Twarian tinctures. That has to be for something else. What does our inventory look like? Oh, are you serious? That's what it looks like? Oh, I was hoping for the closet situation. Like in Path, this is going to be brutal. To like mix everything together and store all your materials in here on just a little 4-panel visual. Oh, that sucks. I don't know if I need this brand on me. I guess I'll keep it on me for now, just in case I do need it. Like if we show it to people or something. But I think storing our herbs here. Let's go talk to Vlad.
There's this thing that needs to be done.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just looking around. I'm sorry. All right, you're in a hurry. I get it. Okay. The place is yours. Make yourself at home. So this is where my father used to work? Yes. I personally have been here only once. There was nothing here then. Nothing besides tables, instruments, and tools. Okay, that's exactly how it is now then. What are you talking about? What do you mean there was nothing there? Nothing but tables? It seems that Isidore used to spend a lot of time here. Stayed overnight even. Coffee. Ooh, that's hot. If I was him, that is. Or if it was him, that is. Not if I was him. If I was him, I would be dead. It could have been no one else. Well, I certainly hope so. Okay, so we can ask him about the devices, the umbilican stuff. What is this bulky device? It is, in fact, the still. I think the apparatus had a different purpose originally. Yeah, probably for making alcohol. But your father has fitted it to this. This is where the herbs are turned into essences. Doesn't really look like lab equipment. He used to say that Twire doesn't discriminate. A rather peculiar thing to say. Actually, I would have said quite the contrary. I think you'll get the hang of it, though. How to mix saps with spirits. How to extract oil. How to take care of this monster. It should be all written in his diaries. Okay, his diaries. Did we get his diary? I don't think so. This is like where Path 2 has a lot of extra information panels, kind of. Like, and they had it, like, the whole thing written on the wall, which was pretty easy to follow once you understood the circle. So, we need to find his diaries, though. It's hot. It's so hot. No, we're not going to pull an Ogemski. That's something Vlad would say. Sure. What's this thing on the table over here, Vlad? I'm not sure, but I think this is where Isidore used to work with organic materials. Animal tissues, for example. He extracted the required substances from them. Okay, how do I use it? I don't know exactly. Reuben told me to put in an infected organ. Okay, here we go. So that's how we get the infected. That's where we put infected organs. And then squeeze out the juices. Delicious. Into one of its parts, and then pour one of the precious Twirian brews into the other. Okay. As a result, you get something called gruel. Ugh. There was equipment here too, a microscope, for example. Where are they now? Perhaps his apprentices took them elsewhere. I have no idea. Yeah. Truly a rich heir. Thank you, Vlad. I appreciate you. You don't have to stay here. At all. We still need to go see Danny, too. He's over at Stillwater. Yeah. This is where Bachelor Dankovsky is staying. He hasn't even been here a day, and the higher-ups are already on their knees before him. Supposedly, he has great knowledge of medicine and other arts. He could be useful in brewing our tinctures, I suppose. I'm just hoping that there's some kind of tutorial to help us, or if this game is just brutal and it just says, okay, here you go. Here, I need more coffee. I leave it all to you. Just start fucking up and finding out. Where is his diary at? And I want to know where that recipe was.
There's this thing that needs
you are free to leave, my friend. I am not keeping you here. Yeah. You can get out. I guess you're staying here? Just staring at the wall. That's in typical Vlad the Younger fashion. All right. Well, yeah, we'll continue on with the main quest then, for lack of anything else. We didn't get any letters yet. Bachelor's invitation. I kindly request you visit me anytime after 7 in the morning. We have things to discuss. And in part, this may greatly increase the value of your inheritance. Okay. Yeah. Your friend, hopefully. Bachelor Dankovsky. Yeah, it is. It's so interesting how when you get control over the characters' just mood and value to each other and how they interact changes completely. Because they were at each other's throats when you play as the changeling. Left to their own devices, they just end up killing each other and fucking up horribly bad. So when you're under control, you at least hopefully have more mild success. P.S. If my findings are true, the disease is genuinely terrifying. My hair stands on end when I think of what lies ahead of us. Hey, Danny. How's it going? So, did you find any notes inside? I found one note, but I only looked at it for a second. And it was barely anything. It was a couple of scraps. I did, though. May I have a look? Yeah, you may. So? I'm curious. So, Isidore Burakh relied on some sort of natural agents. He abstracted the working components from them somehow, I guess. Or even used those agents to obtain a serum from blood. Damned if I know. There are many people that would give their lives for these mixture secret formulas. So do you have a plan? I thought there would be more. Never mind. Well, try to figure out how those formulas work. They may be of some use to us. I do believe that you and I will produce better results if we turn this into a collaborative project. Next, I've heard that you've been supported by the Ogemskis. Is that correct? Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to say no, I don't trust them currently because I obviously don't trust Fat Vlad. Obviously, he has ulterior motives. He always does. But our interests align for right now. So, yeah. The father's obviously too busy right now, but the son seems to be a reasonable young man. Ask him if there's any equipment in town that could be used to make these mixtures. He's likely to know where we can get a distiller of some sort. Yeah, I've already seen him. He does indeed know where we can get one. I have one already. So there's a lot of confusing data, more of a chemical than surgical in nature. It seems worthwhile to consult with the Bachelor. The Bachelor was interested to learn more about our family of brews. I mustn't disappoint. Not that I remember the exact formulas, but that's what muscle memory is for. First and foremost, I will need the distilling equipment and some twire. So I need to successfully create one then. What are you working on now? Ion. I'm looking for the source of the outbreak. I need hard evidence. Those backwater fanatics are still obsessed with searching for Simon's murderer instead of trying to make preparations for the epidemic. I fear that they're about to tear even more man-eaters to pieces. Well, allow me to give you a piece of advice then. Go visit my father's house. It's in the Skinners. Huh. Why would I do that? I'll do that. His house. Why? Yeah, it's infected. It is, the rats are there. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't quite sure. They didn't really project that it was infected. Like, if they would have put those growths on the wall and made those squishy sounds, that would have sold it a little bit more. But it is rats, so makes sense. I've been there. It's infected. My condolences. But if what you say is true, then you've done me a great favor. Yeah, I'm happy to help, man. You're doing the right thing. Yeah, their attitude toward each other is crazy. He's a bro. Everybody's happy together. That makes me happy. How do you feel now? Are we cool now? Don't come near me. Why do you hate me so much, Eva? You smell of blood. Oh, you've got a keen nose. I've got a keen heart. Heart, my favorite part. Gross. Stop it. I want you to stop coming to my house. No, I'm just here to... I don't want to torture you, Eva. I'm just here to see The Bachelor. I'm sorry. I did. I feel awful. That was horrible. So what now? I have to make a brew. Yeah, first and foremost, I will need the distilling equipment and some twire, which we do have. All right. So the one I kind of remember was like 2 brown and 1 black, I think. I mean, that is a Twirian extract. Yeah. Are they all... am I crazy, or is this system completely different? So it's definitely not like the other system. It's completely different. We still need to visit the other huts, too. I don't know where the rest of them are. Oh, there's a hut right there. Yeah, it's circled. We need to visit that one. This is a living place of one of the Yodnogs, the worms, otherwise known as worms. They're shepherds and vagabonds. So there's one there. That's really far away, but we can give it to Danny and then go down there. It's pretty close. And yeah, there's the last one. Okay, so there's 3 different locations that we can go to. And then yeah, just return that to Danny. And that might be the end of the quest line. So I suppose, yeah, I'll put this stuff away. And then we'll meet back up with Danny and then take off into the swamp. Hi, Eva. Sorry, I'm in your house again. I'm in your house again. I have to be. I'm working with Danny, all right? Hey, Danny. Yeah, I mixed it up. I got something for you. I managed to get a sample of one of the infusions. Yeah, have a look. Is it in any way useful? Oh, cutscene.
What is there to talk about now?
Danny, you ruined the cutscene, man. Why'd you do it? Ugh, that's terrible. So, what is it? Just as I thought, a natural agent. I'm beginning to work on gathering samples of the microbial culture from the dead tissue tomorrow. I could also see how the tissue would react to this solution. Perhaps it can be used as a fractionate blood. If it can, we may find a way to cure even a terminal patient. Yeah, I'll get down to that then. If we had tissue treating equipment and a distiller to process the herbs, we could try different components. We'd get what we are looking for sooner or later. That's not as big of an issue as it seems, considering that we have everything we need. Oh, then get down to experiments, Burakh. Study the recipes, make infusions, and treat organ specimens with them. In the end, you should obtain something resembling antibiotics. Bring the samples here, and we'll check on their effects. Come back when you have this first sample, and I'll start working on dead tissue. Okay, so trial and error. So it is trial and error. Oh shit. So we don't get like a really stringent tutorial to follow. Trial and error. That's not a way to make a panacea. So those antibiotics are like panacea prototypes? Alright, I'll bring you good samples when I obtain some. So we need to get infected tissue though, right? If we had tissue treating equipment and a distiller to process the herbs, we could try different components. So we need to make that gruel substance, I think. Oh man, seems a little more complicated. And so I came into my father's inheritance, as was to be expected. There was a debt inside, along with the key to its repayment, the recipes and Twire decoctions, the diaries that will surely take days to read through. All right, but that's all we can do for today. We do need to gather more herbs, and we have no side quests currently, but I have a feeling like going and talking to the worms will probably fix that, or we may get a new letter or something. But yeah, we're not that far away from the swamplands. How are we looking, hunger and stuff wise? Yeah, we're good. Oh, it's still early in the day too. Cool. We did get an early start, but we're gonna have to do a whole lot of killing to boost up our funds. Yeah, I went and bought more food, so I'm trying to buy as much as possible. But these next couple days are the most expensive, and then it tapers off a little bit. So I tried to buy as much as I could on day one, but yeah, didn't get a ton of food. Oh man, I can hear the herbs, but I cannot see them to save my life. I might grab that mod that makes them glow neon. That's super cheaty, but I'm almost at the point of not caring because they're impossible to suss out. I've grabbed them before, but I didn't even, I just spam clicked E while I was listening to the little jingles. So yeah, I'm not sure, let alone trying to find Swevery and stuff. It's pretty easy in Path 2. You just got to, there's good directional audio, but in this, not so much. Hey, buddy. I feel the smell of blood. Oh yeah, I've got more blood. You have a keen nose. How much blood do you need? So we could just keep bringing them blood. They love it. Yeah, the earth needs it. Yeah, take it, man. Oh, they don't really give us anything in exchange though, do they? No, he just takes the blood from us. Huh, weird. Maybe that helps the growth of the Twirian. I think that's what he was saying anyway. Hey. We are the worms inside Bodo's body. We gather herbs. Brown Twire, Rust Twire. Oh. So we just visited you. Alright. Yeah, I just wanted to check in. I'm not trading you for food right now. I don't have... Oh yes, Swevery and White Whip. White Whip. Damn. How much do we get for these? 80? Oh, wow. It's actually a fair exchange rate. 80 and 80. What about for milk and stuff? 20s? Okay. That's not a bad exchange rate. We get a couple of herbs for each. Like 4 herbs or so. So that's it. And then we have one more, like way out in the swamp. I wanted to hit this one up first. All right. Time to go walk the step. Oh, I can hear the new ones. Yeah, the little shaking. Oh, we got a letter too. Yeah, I can hear. There's herbs everywhere out here. I just can't see them. Oh, I've never been over here. Oh, it's beautiful out here. Kind of swampy. Spam click, spam click, spam click. Nah. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I just need examples of what they look like. All right. So you just follow the sounds and you gotta really look. Oh, twire hunting is difficult. But yeah, I understand now. All right, which one was that? Brown twire. Yeah, you just have to like really identify the ones that are... This is what brown twire looks like in Path 2. Yeah, it looks a lot like that one. Hey guys. There's another one around here. I can hear it. I just can't find it. Here comes the warden, he who knows the lines. Do me a favor, warden. I'll pay you back in kind. What do you need? I am a gatherer. And I am an onion. I am known for my wisdom. I have the knowledge of herb conjunctions. My daughter is a bride. She knows how to summon herbs from the earth. She does it well, too. Just look how generous summer we've had. I've sold my daughter at a good price. Oh no. I've sold her too as a wife to this gatherer. What price did you sell her for? He is a hero. He has dealt with the traitors, with the apostates. He has returned them to the earth, the people who have been selling my secrets to outsiders. But my daughter didn't come to his house as a wife. She doesn't want to bring him riches. She doesn't want to summon herbs for him. Okay. I mean, that's her choice, and I can get behind that. But still, I feel like this is a side quest. What do you want from me, then? We have 3 young ones, 3 gatherers. She ran off for one of them. One is to the right across the gullet. One is to the left across the guzzle. If you find her, if you make her obey my word, I will reward you. I will share a secret of herbs. 2, if you insist. She doesn't listen to you, but she'll listen to me? So she ran off to the left or to the right? What is the guzzle? The gullet and the guzzle. You are a warden. You know the lines. Tell her that this is where her line for fortune lies. She will listen. All right, I'll speak to her then. And you're probably just normal. Yep. Okay. Good harvest, my friend. Is this the one to the left and one to the right? Back to the herb shacks? Well, let's actually start with that one, even though it's the furthest away, because there was an herb bride there. So I think that's probably, I mean, usually in Pathologic, if it makes logical sense, and it seems like the easiest answer to the problem, it's usually that. So that's so far away, but that's all right. Oh, is that one? Oh, it is one. Nice. Yeah. I'm finding herbs, man. I'm proud. They kind of stick out like a sore thumb now that I noticed some of them. But you just have to keep your eyes peeled. Is that another one? It is another one. Yeah, they're sticking out now. Cool. I've already found 3 on the way here. Oh, got another one too. Hey, lady. Hey, lady. Are you the lady? Are you the bride? Yep. I smell of autumn soil and the smoke that comes from burning leaves. I've come to speak to you. So it is her. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Come to speak to you, bride. You were sent by my father. I know you were. Don't rip me away from my sweetheart. Tell father that you couldn't find me. I'll shower you with herbs for that. I'll give you many different ones. I know how to lure them. Do you know how to brew them, though? That's like what I need. I need the recipe that your father is offering me. No, my father does. But he knows very few recipes. Only the simplest ones. He won't tell anyone anyway. Don't expect him to share his knowledge with you. So he only knows simple formulas. Fuck. Alright. Even though it's your culture to sell you into servitude, you found the love of your life with this bald fellow over here. Have it your way. I can't. I just can't. Sorry. I can't say no. Can't say no. Cool. So we're done. I can go more herb hunting. We've got a bunch now. Yeah. Swebbery is pretty easy to find. That's been the easiest so far. Black Twire was a little tricky. I just gotta really look at them. And then brown Twire just looks like weed, kind of. Yeah. So I guess I'll do more hunt. We have nothing else going. That's done. That's done. But we don't really have much else going on. So I guess I'm just gonna do some Twireen hunting. Oh, it did have icky stuff on it at Dad's house. Oh, okay. Yeah. It just didn't have the gross sounds. My herb hunting brought me back into town because I kept following the sounds. I think they're like cicadas or something that love them. I don't think the plants themselves are making those noises. Oh, the bone steak lot. Yeah. There might be some stuff here. Kind of surprised we didn't get any other letters. It might be the end of the day, actually. It's kind of... Yeah, it seems a little light for day 2. I would think there's at least one other task that we would need to do. I guess I could go check on my adherence list. I don't really understand how this, like, saved any of our adherents this day. Like, who would have got sick had we not did what we did? But, I don't know. Those aren't brown Twirian? No, it doesn't look like it. They've been pretty easy to spot. Got 5 brown, 5 sweary, 1 black, and 3 white whip. It's not too bad. And we just got a letter. Andre, I've been told you're one of the few worms to have survived the massacre yesterday. Or at least I think that's the same word for worms. I wish there was like a enunciation or pronunciation guide for the Ken language. Because it's like a mix, right? Isn't it like Mongolian and Russian or something together? I've been told you're one of the few, that word, to have survived the massacre yesterday. Come to the Riverside Sheben and let's talk. Alright. That's from Andre. Yeah, we're not that far. Yeah. The Twireen Den. The one on the riverbank. It used to be called, Gelgory Ken, but it was renamed later. This is where the meeting will take place. What is this a meeting for? Probably about Twireen, since he's running it. So that would make the most sense to me. Probably wants to be like a supplier or something, or wants us to supply him. That would be my assumption. So, all right. Well, this is probably our last task for the day. So let's do it. Oh, Peter. He's actually out of his house. Was he resupplying? Probably.
What is this silent house? Will you tell me, old boy?
Do you know Maria? Do you? Be careful around her. Her love is more devastating than her hatred. Yeah, I used to know her when you weren't even here. Oh, that's interesting. Tidbit. Hello.
Oh, I would have let my fists loose if not for these pins.
Yeah. I see a worthy fighter before me. What are you, a soldier or an inquisitor? No, I'm an architect. And I'm also one of the most dangerous people in town. Oh, and here I was thinking I was the most dangerous person in town. You want to challenge me for the title? I'm all for it. Well, if we do compete, you'll outdrink me easily. That's clear as day. Yeah, funny, man. Nah, you can't settle this by means of vodka. Let's see who ends more lives in the shortest period of time. Shall we make it 10 days? Okay, that's really weird, Andre. I don't kill people, I save lives. I'm a surgeon, man.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. We're leaving, my brother and I. Our belongings can go to blazes. How about I give something away to you, too? At the moment, it seems appropriate. See how the prices have shot up? It's a great time for profiteering. Having seed money can make you a millionaire by evening. So how? I have money. Tons of it. 4,000 in local currency. That's not tons. That's like barely, that's enough for a loaf and a half of bread, man, right now. I want a mere nothing for it. I need brown twire. 10 blades. Yeah, that's what I thought. No less. 10 blades? Straight clean ones. No flaws. No color. Preferably named. But that's optional. Oh yeah, each blade has a name. Or each stem has a name. Brown twire will yield you. You are a Menku. Deal? I don't get it. How am I supposed to make a fortune by the evening? You don't get it. With my money, you'll be able to buy a whole load of goods and then resell them for 3 times as much at a certain shop. I've got good sources. Which shop? Not so fast. Like I said, my sources are reliable. Victor won't let us down either. He's all cut and dry with the canes. They've got no time for mercantile matters anyway. So overpriced anyway. Well, what do you say, huh? So you want brown herbs? I mean, I think I have 5, so I only have to collect 5 more. I don't really want to get rid of them. I need them. Maybe I'll find more though? I kind of don't want to fail a side quest. And we'll get 4,000? I mean, I'll say okay, I guess. Architect whom I met at the sheep bin wants to buy 10 stalks of brown twire. I kind of don't want to do this. I would rather keep them because I want to start making stuff with them. And then I'll be out completely if I give them to him. Yeah, that seems not so good to me. Oh, we can buy coffee. Sell. I'll keep that. Buy 1 coffee. Okay, cool. I want to make Twirine. Yeah, strong infusion. I don't know really what to make of that. I don't know whether to... I'm like Twire obsessed now. I mean, they are literally everywhere. I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to do this. And I'll just fail the side quest, I guess. Because then I get to keep them. Yeah, I think that's my choice. I think I choose no. I'm gonna hold on to them. Because I really want to like get good at making different infusions. Even though I know that there's only like the infusions in this game aren't like the last game. So I didn't know why I thought it would be. Like not last game, but Pathologic 2, where you can make, you know, Yas and Vaz and Spaz and stuff. I can't remember their names. But I love how they're like all fizzy too. Like they have carbonation in them. I want to taste them. That'd be so good. But yeah, I guess that's it for the day. You just have to wait for the evening mime performance, and that will be in the next episode. Oh, I'm sorry. Mofina, come back. Yeah, when we come back, we'll do day 3. So that concludes day 2. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Lone, and this is a tree in Pathologic.